It's JAYMOOREREVIEWS, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate everybody for coming through. I'm going to do a quick review, my first reaction for Netflix new release for Beverly Hills Cop 4. It's called Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. And I watched it. It's on Netflix. It came out today, July 3rd. And I thought it was pretty good. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it and what I thought about it. And in the meantime, you know, you guys, of course, always can hop on in and let me know any questions or any, you know, things you wanted to know about the movie or, you know, any chat or whatever the case may be that you wanted to share about this movie. Now, as we all know, it's been a while, and Eddie Murphy, I have to give it to him, man. He looks great. He's really took care of himself, and you can tell because, you know, he looked good. And this movie, I like also, he not really trying to do something like run around and fight and do too much. It's pretty good balance with this Axel Foley. Now, it does start off with a little bit of action, you know, and it's like at the hockey arena in Detroit, and he's there to help try to solve a crime. And the good thing is, when it come time to running, he run and get ride. You know what I'm saying? Now, the ride ain't all that. It looked like one of them rides that we used to have back at UPS, one of them bulk carts. But nevertheless, he is there to try to solve that crime. And, you know, he there, one thing lead to another. It's a good thing we see a lot of the old people from all the other movies, but they have all moved up. He's still kind of a detective running around. And remember Paul Reiser? He was the one that was trying to drive the Ferrari in part 2 and mess it up. He wrecked the Ferrari. Anyway, he's now the captain. Because in real life, the man that played the captain in the first 3 movies, Gil Hill, well, they killed him off in the 3rd movie, but he actually passed away in real life. But nevertheless, we see also Judge Reinhold. He is like some type of private detective, and he investigating the crime, and as some things happen, it goes wrong with his investigation. Now, this also, let me go in, since this is only the first couple minutes of the movie. I'm not going to give any spoilers. I should have probably said no spoilers in the title, but I'm going to give a brief and vague description of the movie. It just came out today, so I'm not going to give no spoilers, but I'm going to give you a vague description of it, and then, you know, you can check it. I will, that way, you know, if you watching it and you ain't seen it or you want to check it out, there you go. So, you know, things go wrong with his investigation. But we do get to see that he's there. He don't look too bad. But, you know, black don't crack, and, you know, the white guys, they don't age as good as Eddie. Now, Eddie Murphy do got a lot of money, and people with a lot of money tend to age pretty good and live for a while. You know, I guess eating good and taking care of yourself is a lot easier when you got a lot of money. I don't know. Nevertheless, Eddie, you know, Axel Foley, he then goes to Beverly Hills to, you know, investigate, see what's going on. We now see Taggart, who looked like an old man in the first 2 movies. He wasn't in Beverly Hills Cop 3. He really looked like an old man now, but he actually don't look too bad. His face is wrinkled up, but his body and everything, he don't look like he in bad shape. But now he's the captain. He run the whole show. So, you know, that was good to, you know what I'm saying, see that and see that everybody, you know, he the captain. It's kind of messed up. The only black cop is the only one that ain't moved up. Axel Foley's still a detective. But then again, they kind of play it like he's the type of cop that thinks, you know, hey, the streets, the city need me, as if, you know, crime is going never be there. You know, that's the thing with police work. Crime is always going to be there. What up, Dame Kenny? You say, I did enjoy all the cast being reunited. I wanted to see a little more comedy. Yeah, this has got some comedic moments, but it is a little more serious. And the comedy is more subtle. It's not as... Axel Foley is mature now. He act like a grown man. He does say a lot of stuff. He back to cussing again. In the third movie, he didn't cuss. In this movie, he does say a lot of cuss words. Not a lot, but he back to cussing again, which is good. It made it more realistic to a sense. But yeah, it's a more mature tone with this movie. Yeah, but I like it in the sense that you can't have this man at a certain age still trying to be joking around and stuff. Although he does joke around, like when those lady cops arrest him, he like, y'all like the Lego cops. And, you know, I do like when that one woman was spraying him with the pepper spray without having to give away the scene. But, hey, that was funny with the pepper spray scene. And there was a few other scenes he had that was funny. And I like how they kind of wove it in a way. But overall, I like how they put in Joseph Gordon-Levitt, his character in this movie. He plays, so when we see that Axel gets to Beverly Hills, the catch is that his daughter is a lawyer working on a high-profile case that puts her in danger. And so when he get there, not only does he get to see who's played by Taylor Page, who I don't know if many of you all are familiar with her. She's a little young cutie on the scene. She was actually in this movie called Zola that I saw, as well as White Boy Rick. And then it was a basketball movie I saw her in. She was also in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and High School Musical 3. So I don't know if you all may have saw that. But they made the Toxic Avenger, remade this. I didn't know that. Boogie. This is the basketball movie with a Asian basketball prodigy. I guess he was going to be like Jeremy Lin. Anyway, she plays his daughter, and she does a good job in holding her own. She kind of plays the more straight, serious role. And so when Axel is like trying to be kind of the lighter role sometimes, she kind of holds her own actually as being the estranged, and she kind of estranged child. And so, but they got a little, tough relationship they working with. And then Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he plays a cop that also have a prior friendship with her. And so, this dang on thing clicked. So it's good to see how they interact. And he kind of does a lot more of the action and things. It's even a point where it's a lot of shooting and stuff. And let's just say he carries out a lot more of the shooting and things. And also, I'm going to give it to Joseph Gordon-Levitt and his character and him as a person. I like his look. He got a beard and he let his hair grow out. I've never seen this look for him. He normally looks like this when I seen him in pictures. And I think he got a good look with the long hair and the beard and everything. It give him a little gravitas, So he plays a little older cop character. And we also got Kevin Bacon. K. Beezy's back in here. And he plays a cop, a Captain Cade. And, he ends up being somebody that Axel Foley is interested in from the moment he meets him. And Kevin Bacon, of course, always holds his own in anything he does. He's a legend on the screen. And so Axel, he gets in there and he tries to investigate and everything, what's going on with Billy and his investigation, because Billy gave him a call before he went missing and his investigation or whatever. So later we see Axel, trying to get it together with his daughter, and he working with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, character. He's a detective, young detective Bobby on the scene. And so we later see he go through a lot in Beverly Hills. It's more of in a way, a relationship kind of movie because of how he kind of working with the daughter, trying to get that relationship back because they've been estranged. And then we do see Bronson Pinchot, Serge, Aquil. He pulled up in that drop top Bentley. Serge sold all them machine guns. He doing real good, right? I sell one machine gun to Jackie Stallone. It is very good. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me take a sip of water. Yeah, but Serge comes back. We make a little appearance with him. And so, overall, they had a lot of good people come back and stuff that we ain't seen in a while. That was a good thing. And let me get to this comment right quick. I like how it all turned out overall. It was a pretty good movie. I'm about to get to the Moorescore. I ain't going to make this a long review. What's up, Shy? How you doing, sis? Good to see you. Did you see the movie? What did you think of it? Let me know what y'all thought in the comments. And also, I know it's about to be 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. I hope everybody enjoy the 4th. I may be able to do a special little appearance tomorrow and do a comedy show. We'll see. So all of you that's watching this, you getting the warning ahead of everybody. I might be able to do a live comedy show from home. We'll see. It ain't gonna be long. It'll be an hour or less. So it's not gonna be a big thing, but it may be. Hey, come through. Test run. Damian Kenny, you say, I missed the comedy like on Beverly Hills Cop 3 when Axel went to a meeting saying he sensed cops were in the room. Axel, I know that smell. I used to be a Muslim. That's pork. That pork. I smell it. That pork. I used to be a Muslim. That pork. Nah, he didn't have something like that. But he did say something when the lady, he said, they say, put your hands up. He say, look here, lady. I'm a cop from Beverly Hills. They's like, he's like, don't grab it. They's like, don't grab your ID or whatever. He's like, look, I've been a cop for 30 years, for 40 years, but I've been black longer. So he had a couple lines like that. I mean, but that pork, you smell that pork. He did have a line. Oh, well, that was, I think the main one I remember was that. Anyway. That is a good point, though. I mean, overall, I think it's a mature movie. I think it's, as far as it going to Netflix instead of the theaters, in a way, that's good. But I think people would have piled in to see it. But I think people would have been harder on him. I don't know. Maybe he sold it for $100 million to Netflix and was like, "Oh, that's good enough." And you know what? I ain't mad at him, straight up. But overall, I liked it. Let me get to the Moorescore, and I'll tell you a little bit more of what I liked about the movie. All right, the Moorescore is my rating system I use to rate the movies and TV shows, and it's real simple. 4 categories, 25-point max, each give you 100. Let's see, the visual cinematography. The movie actually is shot very well. It looks like, it could have went straight to theaters. Top cameras. They use a lot of great locations. They actually are in the hockey rink in Detroit. They are right in location in California. They have a scene in the beginning where he in a snowplow driving through, tearing up stuff. And I'm thinking, wow, where did they do this? And they used a big budget. So it's a lot of great places and things and chase scenes and stuff all over the city and different locations. So I'm going to give this visuals and cinematography, although it's not an Avatar type movie, I'm going to give it a 24. I'm going to give it a 24 because they did a really good job. This is a very well shot movie. Storyline and plot. Okay. Well, it's not really the comedy that we used to with Beverly Hills Cop. It's not really the type of Beverly Hills Cop movie that's like the first and second, but it does have some comedic moments in it. It seems like a normal buddy cop movie, actually, with a few little, jokes here and there, but it's got a steady storyline in the sense, and I don't know, with the daughter aspect, and then the old partners, although it's not really a lot of Billy in the movie, but I'm gonna give it a I'm gonna give it a 20. I'm gonna give it a 20 out of 25. Let's see. Special effects, makeup, costumes. This dude's still wearing this Detroit Lions jacket, but at least this is a different one. It ain't the leather one. He was wearing that leather Detroit Lions, that leather forever. That was that forever leather. You know what I'm saying? But this one at least is the, cloth sleeves and things. But he loved him a Detroit Lions jersey. But I do like where we saw the Mexican bar. He's like, yeah, this is just like going to Starbucks. And then he got in there and we saw Louis Guzman. And he was like, nah, this ain't nothing like Starbucks. He was sitting there singing karaoke in the robe with his belly out and a wife beater. All those Mexicans in there, the gang members, MS-13. Nah, so they had some legit stuff in there. I'm going to give it special effect, makeup, costumes. I'm going to give it a 21. I'm going to give it a 21. Like Savage. An entertaining fun factor. Was it the greatest thing I ever saw? No. Was it better than the other three movies? I think it's better than Beverly Hills Cop 3, which everybody would probably say was the worst of the first three. But after watching it, I don't know how many times throughout the years, and even recently, because they play it on cable all the time, and there's so many things that make me watch it still that's funny to me. It's not as bad. I grew to love it, I guess. But I'm going to say that it's better than Beverly Hills Cop 3. After watching all three of them, because they've been doing a marathon on cable and different things, so I've watched all three recently in the last few years, especially in the last year or two. The Beverly Hills Cop 1 is kind of dated. And even in this movie, they do a lot of things that is like how he try to say, I'm the food inspector. Let me in upstairs. And they be like, and then man, I don't think that stuff will work anymore. I'm the help inspector. Let me in. Hey, we commandeer a vehicle. Let me in. And that was a scene where it didn't almost work. But I think it's pretty good. It's good with the time. I'm going to give it a 20. I enjoyed it, and I might have enjoyed it better because it was on Netflix. So that give it a total Moorescore of an 85. An 85, which is a B+, an 8.5. An 85 is an 8.5 out of 10. Or, 85 out of 100. Let me know what you would rate it, whether you're watching on the replay or live. But, And also, of course, I always give you the 5 either way. If you thought it was an 80 or a 9 even, I'm there with you. But it was solid. I think being on Netflix does help. Didn't have to do anything but turn it on. So we'll see. Let me see. Let me check out these comments. What's up, B? How you doing? Appreciate you for coming through. Happy 4th of July weekend coming up. I know it's similar to like, some people think. Well, I don't know. 4th of July is a little different for me than a lot of the other holidays. I don't know. I ain't going to switch it up and get into all of that, but I think it is a little different because of some of the freedoms and things that we able to have here. I think a lot of people forgetting that. What's up, Tanette? How you doing? Damian Kenny in the Outcast voice. Forever, forever, ever, forever leather. Forever leather, never been strong until it's gone. And knowing that day will and knowing that day by day rule to be too long. Miss Leather, my intentions was good. I wish I could become a new leather and abracadabra all them things. Anyway. This movie is worth watching. I'm going to give it a good recommendation. It's worth watching. I watched it. My mom watched it. She enjoyed the movie. What can I say? It was a good one. It was definitely something that you can enjoy with the family. It's not too much. It's no boobies. So I don't know. Is that good or bad? But hey, I didn't complain about the boobies. But they didn't have none in, I think, part 3. So, hey, it's a new day. At least they didn't show no man butts. So, hey, we still good. Either way, it was all good. Now, I ain't gonna spoil it, and I ain't gonna tell nothing about what happened. So, if y'all want me to come back with spoilers, but after a while, I guess everybody's seen it. So, I don't know. That's why I ain't really do spoiler videos. So, I don't know. But before I get up out of here, I hope everybody, have a good weekend coming up. And also, tomorrow, Power, Thursday, to week, Power Book 2 is getting ready to drop. So, that's at midnight. And I'll be back. So, I hope everybody have a good one. Enjoy the 4th of July weekend coming up. And be safe out there. This is one of the weekends where it's the highest rate of people drunk driving on the road. So sometimes you could be minding your business safe and there's somebody else out there tweaking. So be safe out there, everybody. And I'm going to see you on the next one. I recommend it. Axel Foley. I'm not going to give him Axel F. I'm going to give him an Axel B. I give it a B. Solid B. Hey, you can graduate and be on the honor roll with all B's. So, hey, there you go. Y'all have a good one. Deuces. I'm up out of here. Be safe.